Honey, do y'all see what I see? Oh my God. Everybody is asking about this video. It is going around on social media, and I had to come up here to talk to you guys about it. Now, that looks like Nolan Wells. That looks like a white boy holding on to Nolan Wells, but I don't know if it's Nolan because I can't even see his face. All I see is a black body. And I don't know if this photo is real, if it is real or if it is fake. But if it is fake, I feel like this is this is a representation of what really happened. You understand? Around 4:15 before they left Horns Island. All right. So I came across some videos. Shout out to Big Keish. I hope I'm saying his name right. I saw his video talking about it. And I said, man, I just gonna have to react to the whole video. So let's react to the whole video that he just put out there because I gotta see what's going on with this. Press one if you guys think this is real. Press two if you think it's fake. Press four if you feel like it's fake, but it's really an idea of what really happened. I want to know what you guys think. All right, Christina says when the CETO call was released, you can hear the caller say, "Hey, if you're going to pull the plug," I truly feel they told him underwater and then took him back. All right. Well, so let me put this up, y'all. Keep on commenting. Let's see what y'all got to say. All right.
Said to be a picture of someone holding someone else up, as you can see.
Ooh. Now, if this is July the 4th, it's not that many black bodies. So if this is July the 4th, it got to be Nolan because he's the only one that died on Horn Island that day. You know, if this picture is real.
Looks like his arms is under his arms. What people are saying, alleged.
And you know what they're going to say. Well, that black man, he was alive. He was just drunk because you know they said Nolan Wells was drunk. So they're going to say, ain't nobody dead. He was just under alcohol or he was doing sugar boogers. Because remember, Brandon Tatum said he was on some coke, cocaine. So that's what they're going to say. They're going to say, you can't tell he's dead. Honey, he's dead now. And I believe if this is the real picture, this is Bart. I believe this is Bart. I sure do. Or somebody, because it was a whole bunch of them. Remember, they said it was about 30 white people that went with them to Horn Island. So I don't know who those other 30 people are. They had 3 or 4 different boats. Hell.
He is Nolan Wells. But
you heard that?
What I'm saying is,
what?
Why would everybody just sit there and stare? Why no help? What is going on here? So I asked
They said, why no help? I tell you why no help. Because they are trying to figure out how to get away with the murder. All right. They all love each other. They're white. They're going to stick by white code. And this is a black man at the end of the day. Do y'all think that they value black lives like your value, like they value? Do you think they value black lives like they value their lives? Hell, they don't even want you to say Black Lives Matter. They trying to ban y'all for saying Black Lives Matter. So you know damn well if a black person is dead, they're gonna feel like, well, damn, Bart, you took it too damn far. But a black dead body is not worth my friend losing his life over. You know, Bart got a lot of pull in the state of Mississippi. They love Bart. You know, Bart is the real family members. And ask yourself, how many people that are family that will cover for their family murder? It's a lot of people out here that's covering for their family murder, their friends murder. You know your shit. When it's a crime against you, you know your husband beat your ass, but you still going to defend him. If somebody asks you about domestic violence, you're not going to say your husband whooping that ass. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to cover for these criminals. So I believe that the reason why they're not saying anything or moving about it, because they were always going to cover for their white criminal friend. You know how many white people do crimes, huh? And they cover for each other? Man, bodies too.
Self. Could he be saying that he is intoxicated? Could he be saying that my buddy is always getting wasted as an excuse?
Yes, you know that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what, because they want you to think that Nolan is irresponsible. He's 18. He's always drinking. He's doing white girl, white powder. And we know none of that is true. He was not drinking and he was not doing white girl powder. And people say, well, we saw him with a can. Well, he wasn't drinking no hard alcohol. He had practice, football practice Monday, you know? So come on now. It's ridiculous, but that is the excuse they're going to use because they lie. All they do is lie, 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 lie. They don't know nothing else but to lie. And their parents are telling them to lie. Their parents are pushing them to lie to cover this shit up because nobody want to be held accountable. You know white people don't want to be held accountable. That's why they're banning all the Black history books because they don't want you to keep bringing it up and holding their ass accountable and holding their ancestors accountable for the stuff they did in slavery. We still ain't get our reparations yet. Why? Because they don't want to be held accountable. Damn it. Hell.
I don't know, y'all, but I tell you this. By the grace of God, we back. We got a lot to cover. Because not only did the Cajun Navy release another photo, we got more people on TikTok dismantling them three cowards.
Oh, now don't tell me this photo came from Cajun Navy. What? The photo we just saw? Did it just come from the Cajun Navy? Oh my God. Did he just press 2 if he say, Cajun Navy just released a photo? And is that the photo the Cajun Navy just released? What? It just came out tonight, y'all. I don't know. But that was my first thought.
I was recently on the Brandon Tatum podcast. And y'all ain't gonna want to miss this one. Before we get into it, y'all make sure y'all hype this video. Y'all make sure y'all subscribing. Oh,
I know that's right. Hype this video, y'all. Hype it up. Hype it. Make sure you subscribe. Shit, you damn right.
I want to give a shout out to brother Umar.
I'm going to fast forward this.
What y'all?
I am about to wipe Evil Mur's smile clean off his face because this man is a joke. So yesterday I was playing with the contrast in this picture to try and get a better picture of the pattern on Morgan's swimsuit. I realized that half of this picture is not changing at all when I play with the shadows, which is an indicator to me of a photograph being altered. So then I started scrutinizing this picture because why would I ever have reason to doubt it before? And then that's when I noticed this boat scene.
Oh, did you see how that black man looked? Oh, girl. Did you see how, man, he looked like somebody just put their nasty ass hand in a cookie jar. Did you see that? I mean, them eyes bucked, them lips poked out. Damn. Because the photo, the white woman said the photo's been altered. She don't got no reason to lie about the photos altered. I don't know everything about the photos, but if she said it's been altered, but it's been altered, what was it before? Man, they want to get on people about enhanced audio, which is the real audio. But you know what that is? That ain't nothing but when a person blame you for something that they really doing. I forgot the name of it, but that's what that shit is. Okay, let's go.
Underneath all of their legs. You can almost trace it all the way until you get to Nolan. Not only are these creases in different places, but there's no shadow, nothing underneath his legs here. In fact, if you look really closely, make sure your brightness is turned all the way up, you can see a seam right here that just stops. Oh! And that would connect over here. Then I saw in between this elbow here, look, there is so much fabric that's supposedly his shorts. Like, why does this shadow suddenly stop? You can see a seam here here and then nothing. And then look at the way Nolan is holding this can. Got one finger like over the lid, but the can looks really like wide. And then his thumb is on the other.
Ooh, leave it up to the TikTok investigators, honey, because I ain't never look this damn close. Damn, I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless when it comes to this photo. What do y'all got to say about this photo she talking about? Man, this must be some white people shit, right? Because I ain't never thought to look this close at no damn photo. But I'm gonna look, honey. I like how she talking, but I don't know.
Of the lid. Like, how would you hold something like that? Now look at this half of the picture. Notice how Nolan's head is casting a shadow going to the left. Same with Eric here. Head casting shadow to the left. Which means right where I am on the screen would be the direction that the sun would be coming from. And yet his shadow is going straight down, and his shadow is going straight down and to the right, implying that their light source, their sun, is coming from over here. So is this picture fake? Then I started looking at the photos that they gave to Officer Tatum. Why is Nolan a giant? He and Jax are literally almost the same build and height. And I understand that perspective's a thing, but no.
She do not play. She don't play. She don't play. God damn.
You hear that? They said she don't play. When I tell you the whites on it, the whiteys are on it, baby. They know they own people. And they know how their own people get down and dirty with these pictures. Because I ain't never thought to be looking at the picture this damn close and to figuring this shit out. But honey, she's doing it. What do y'all think about her discovery? Put in the comments section. Thank you, my moderators. But I need y'all to look. I need to know what y'all think about this. I want to react to what y'all got to say in the comments section now.
Hey. When they're this close to each other, what when the camera is right here? And look, same problem with this one with the shadows. Shadow going this way, shadow going this way, shadow going this way, shadow going this way, shadow going straight up and down, shadow straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down, to the left. And this jacuzzi tub looks normal at first until you zoom in. First off, why is his elbow blending into his hat? And whose face is that? Because that looks like AI tried to recreate this guy.
Yeah.
This is another picture of Nolan with them, and I'm like, why does his eyes look swollen shut? Why his neck as big as his head? But get ready, folks. I'm about ready to blow their little he wasn't on the Triton picture out of the water. Because right here is Morgan's swim trunks. You can see his like beads here, his glasses, his hat. But I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on in this picture. Then I was comparing these two videos and I realized, oh wait, it's a visor. It's a visor hanging off of this. See, there's the bill and like the little like part there. But as I was comparing these two pictures, something hit me. Look at black part, metal, white plastic, metal, visor. Black part, metal part, white plastic, no metal pole. Look at the steering wheel. Has this like white thing that's going on here. What? No, wait. But look, there's the door. There's the door. What's going on here with this leg? I don't know. Now, do you guys see it? Can you see it? Vertical bars, horizontal bars, vertical.
She cracked the code. She told my guys, bro,
Ooh, she cracking the codes. This girl is too deep for me, girl. I'm lost. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, okay, but y'all get it. As long as y'all get it, that's all that matters. Crack the code.
Everybody was saying that was something up because they have on the same clothes. They doctored it. This is why they be coming after her, bruh.
Horizontal. And it's not just that the vertical bars are missing. There is no horizontal bar like right here. But not only that, y'all see how there's like this curved bar here? What?
It's curved. It's curved.
It should be going right next to the hat, like right into it. And yet we have nothing here. And I know y'all have lots of questions and I can't pretend like I have any answers to them.
This is probably why he putting that Tatum tag right
now. Do you guys?
So we won't see certain things.
Oh, that's what he doing.
For the wicked. In my opinion, he is wasting away literally something that's eating him from the inside.
Oh my God.
All on account.
Did you hear what she said? They said Warren don't look good. Did you see that? Look at the pictures. Look at the before and after. The second picture, ooh, he looks sick. He looked like he haven't ate. Oh my God. And then he's hiding his face with that hat, right? Ooh, yeah, something eating up him. That's guilt. They said guilt will eat you up. And he do look sick. He don't look like he's doing good, honey.
Of not speaking out, not snitching. And mind you, it just took a month for this to happen. Confession would lighten the load, my dude.
Now we have Elmore, who is Nolan's father, who said that Nolan would have never stayed behind on Horns Island to be with a girl or anywhere for that matter, and that he most definitely would have not left without his cell phone. Now, we already knew that, so that was no surprise because, of course, like who would just leave their cell phone even when you're telling someone, oh, leave me, I'm going to stay behind, but you can keep my phone, like make it make sense. So anyways, and then Christine also says that as far as she was concerned, or them, they never saw any other boats out there or was aware of any boats on the water the night that Nolan Wells went missing on July the 4th. She also said, because remember the cell phone tower was also in question, and she said that once she arrived on Horns Island, they walked the entirety of Horns Island while she was on the phone with her grandmother, had a perfect, clear conversation, could hear fine, no static, no breakups, no nothing with the...
Nah. She need to get on a show. She needs to talk to Nancy Grace, and she needs to talk, and say, hey, I've been on Horn Island and I can have good service. Matter of fact, I want y'all to go to Horn Island. If you in Oceanside, Mississippi, or next to Mississippi, can y'all please go to Horn Island and then have your friends videotape yourself of you talking to somebody on the mainland, and also show video footage of you uploading Snapchat and uploading stuff on Horn Island. Can somebody do that? If y'all could do that, bam, that's gonna bust the bubble. That's gonna let them know that they lied about people can't make phone calls on Horn Island. And also it's gonna bust a bubble that they lied that people can, because they was like, you can't upload shit. You can upload stuff. Somebody needs to do that.
Who was in panic while they were searching for Nolan Wells on Horns Island, the entirety.
Bombshell tonight in the Nolan Wells investigation. Tonight, the timeline seemingly blows up.
Boom.
This as Nolan's mother is investigated. Why?
What?
And tonight, possibly even more.
That's disgusting. These white boys are doing that. Why is she being investigated? Because how dare you try to get justice for a black boy that's dead? How dare you? When the white people unalive black bodies, they just want you to suffer, and they just want you to take whatever lie they tell you. Don't question shit and just take it. That's how they feel about black bodies. And they feel like, hell, we white people, we don't deserve to go to jail all because we made a mistake and unalive a black body. Hell, fuck a mistake. If we decided to unalive your ass, we still want to get away with it. Look how many black bodies is coming up in Mississippi, and ain't nobody paying the piper. And they all blaming black people for doing this. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all been hearing about it? And they trying to silence it. Why won't the news talk about those black bodies that's dead in Mississippi that just keep on piling up every week? Why they won't talk about that? And they can't even find the killer. You know the person is white that's doing this shit. But honey, they pick and choose what they want to talk about. It's very selective outrage. And honey, I am sick and tired of it. And I need to know what y'all think about it. I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to respond. Okay? Enough is enough in my Cardi B voice.
Important. Where is Nolan's phone?
Well, from my understanding, authorities do not have it, and the family have not been cooperating with authorities to give the phone over.
Brandon?
Shut the hell up, Brandon. Shut up. Shut up. The Nolan mama haven't been cooperating to give the phone over to authorities. If the authorities want her phone, they would say, I demand you give me the phone. Where's the warrant at for her phone? They don't want her phone. They're not asking for her phone. You got some friends. They got friends in Mississippi Police Department They want that woman to go there, just hand over the evidence so their police, their crooked ass police, can do some shit to that phone and then come out and say, well, from the Mississippi Police Department, there haven't been no foul play. It's nothing been deleted through the phone. We did all these checks. Was a damn lie. Just like they lied about the polygraph test. I lied. They lie so damn much. That's what they're going to do. Okay? But they're saying the reason why, they don't want to do a warrant because they don't want to accept this is a murder case. No, I want y'all to accept this is a murder case. You want my phone? I demand you get a warrant and tell me the warrant is because of the investigation of a murder. I'm going to want you to do it. Okay? Yeah, that part. And then let's not talk about the Triton boat. They still have not given did you give the Triton boat to the damn police? No, you have not. So therefore, the white people ain't cooperating with the damn police. Okay? And then Brandon gonna say, well, they offer, well, hell, offer, for them to have the dogs. Well, the same can be applied for Nolan Wells' mom. She offered that she would comply. Yes, she did. So they're in the same boat, but he want to be one-sided and want to manipulate shit and want to push this agenda against a grieving mother. How dare his ass? You know why? Because he's a puppet and he got paid off, or I don't know what type of shit on. They might got some gay shit on his ass. You know how they do. They got these gay Republicans and he's a MAGA. All the MAGAs are down low homosexuals. Let's just keep that shit real. You know they down low. That's the down low party. Okay? He might be got some homosexual shit going on. They may be blackmailing him. Be like, yeah, you got to do X, Y, and Z or unless we're going to release this shit, right? So either that or he getting paid real good or he just have a hatred towards his own people. One or the other. But let's go.
May very well be a lot smarter than me, but I can hear, okay? The statement was, we're prepared to cooperate, I guess from Crump.
But it's best to have both cloud and the phone to paint the entire pattern of behavior and to see the truth.
Somebody saw something, somebody knows something, and they are not coughing it up. And we're going to keep on until they do.
So the thing that bothered me, one, it was prejudgment. Second, the parents of the guys that were with him started talking about they was going to sue us for getting involved. And sue, I don't even know the kid's name. So you can't say I defame your son. I don't know your son's name. But I will say this on this stage. I want them to sue me first.
All right.
And I'll tell you why.
All right. A real black man. That's what, and they are afraid of black men. I wish more black men would speak out about this. Where in the hell is 50 Cent at? Where is 50 Cent? I'm asking y'all. 50 Cent, anytime there's some homosexual shit going on, he be the first one to talk about some gay shit. But when it comes from a heterosexual black boy that just got unalive in Mississippi, his ass ain't in sight because he's a puppet too. What's going on with Boosie? I thought he cared about the damn kids. It's a kid that been unalived and Boosie ain't saying shit either. These rappers ain't nothing but joke. Where Ice Cube at? He got so much mouth. Where he at? Where the NBA players at? Where all the athlete players at? They should talk about this. And I don't want to hear, well, let's not get the athlete involved in politics. Why not? They got 2 basketball players involved in politics talking about transgenders and putting on wigs and they're transgenders and Fox News loving that. So let's have our basketball players start talking politics and start talking about the death of these black boys that's in Mississippi. Can we start doing that, Fox? Can y'all, if we gonna do politics with transgenders and all that shit, y'all want to pick what y'all want to talk about. Let's talk about these black bodies being unalive and let these streamers, Casa not, I Speed, bring attention to their fellow brothers. Their fellow brothers that's being unalive. And that's the problem right there. Because so many black men look at another black man and they don't see themselves in another black man. They don't identify with each other. They don't have any connection with each other. And that is all planned by design. So when the next black brother fail or fall or got done wrong by the white system, they look aside and say, well, that's not me, that's him. I don't got shit to do with that. You see the bullshit? But let me go on. Come on, Al Sharpton. I love that type of energy.
Because I want to depose your son. If you sue, the plaintiffs are deposed. So rather than us depend on a Mississippi DA who's already had people saying it was no foul, let's go to civil court, any kind of court you want to go to, because you can't make this make sense. And direct to your point, Tiffany, as I said in the eulogy that I did, I don't know what happened. The parents never said they knew what happened. They never said it was racial. I don't know it was racist, but they don't know it wasn't racist. You don't know what happened. So why are you prejudging it unless something is there you don't want out? So I said in the eulogy that I don't know what happened, but I got your history in Mississippi.
Hello.
And the history tells me black boy go out with 3 white kids come back. There's a blurred story on what happened. Now you're all hostile and all upset. Didn't have the keys, but then you had the keys. Some about this don't make sense given your history. And I'm going to stay on this until we find out what happened. It may be nothing, but we're not going to leave that up to chance with people that are distorted. We're going to stay on this case.
So me and my sister are, cleaning up, and this is about 8. And she's like, hey, no one hasn't texted us. And that was the thing. No one was really big with communication with us, right? And so I call him, doesn't answer. I end the call. Call back, and this is probably, I think, maybe around 8. Don't quote me on the times, guys. So then I call again later around 8, still no answer. And then I want to say I called one more time, and I think that was at 10:48. So I'm in the kitchen, my phone rings. Now this is probably 11.
Bush, let me tell y'all something. Those white boys saw Nolan mom calling, right? They saw the mother calling. And I'm sure Nolan put in his phone, mother. They saw his mama calling him and they ignored it. They saw it. Press 5 if they saw it. Hello. They knew his mom was calling because they got his phone. They heard the phone ring. They saw it.
11 o'clock, somewhere around there. Phone rings when I make it back to the phone, and I'm like, whose number is this? Because, we get weird phone calls sometimes. They didn't leave a message. Number pops back up. I pick up the phone because it says maybe Warren. And I'm like, Warren? So this is 11:07. That's per my cell phone records. So I answered the phone, and he's like, hey, Miss Christine, have you seen or talked to Nolan? I said, no. Why? He should be with you guys. And he said, oh.
Stop the lies, Warren. Why wouldn't the fuck, why in the hell would you say, have you talked to Nolan? Knowing damn well you got his phone. Knowing damn well your friends got his phone. Knowing damn well the mama been calling Nolan. So she's looking for her son. And these white boys are talking to each other because they're like family. If that phone was not at Warren's place, you damn right. The other white boys calling Warren, hey, the mama keep calling his phone. What should we do? We got to come up with something. The mama keeps calling. They knew she was calling for her baby. When they first got to land around 5-something, if Nolan left the phone on the boat, they should have called the mom then and say, hey, I want to let you know your son stayed on the island. We tried to get him to come on. He's over there. He's drunk. And he left his phone and his keys because according to Warren, his ass was drunk. And how dare you leave an 18-year-old drunk boy on the island? He's over there drunk. You got his phone. You got his keys. That's awkward. If you got on that land, the first thing you should have did, anybody would say, let me call his mom. Hey, Your son left his keys and his phone. He's on that island drunk. I think you need to check on him. Hey, it's July the 4th. You know people are calling around. You know it's dangerous. Didn't Warren say, oh, a lot of dangerous shit goes on Horn Island? It's not uncommon for people to die on Lorne Island. It's not uncommon for bad things to happen. Yet you know it's not uncommon for horrible shit to happen, and yet you left a black boy on Horn Island on July the 4th by himself and drunk, according to you. How irresponsible is that? I wouldn't even leave a 40-year-old drunk on an island by themselves, and they 40 years old. I wouldn't leave a 50-year-old. I wouldn't leave a 60-year-old. I wouldn't leave a 20 or 30. Drunk on a damn island by yourself, and I know this is dangerous? What the fuck Okay, I can't talk. I can't talk because I will end up saying some stuff I don't supposed to say. I will get banned on this shit, okay? So I really have to, I always got to silence myself. I always got to mute myself, because this is not a safe space for me to even talk freely. But let's go.
Oh, well, when we went to the island, there was a girl named Katie that he met, and he had decided to stay behind. I said, what?
Nah.
Because we know our child. And Nolan isn't one to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to throw caution to the wind.
Well, I don't know if y'all got kids or not, but that one that's guilty, he or she will hurry up and come to adult like, that's what he did. To hurry up to try to clear his damn name. I'm telling you, for those that got kids, you know what I'm talking about.
And Nolan isn't one to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to throw caution to the wind and I'm going to stay here with this girl that I just met. So I'm on the phone with him. Now I'm in a panic. I'm running to my room. Elmore was in bed watching a different movie. And I'm like frantic. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, no one is missing. I'm trying to pull up the GPS as I'm talking to him. And at some point, he tells me that, I was like, well, his phone says GPS Life 360, not Snapchat.
Right.
Life 360 says that he's on land. And he was like, well, no, I mean, well, we have his phone. And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like,
see, they have his phone, but you saw her calling. So how dare you be manipulative and then call her and say, have you heard from Nolan? That's like me sitting here and I got Nolan's phone and this phone is ringing and I see mother keeps calling. So after 30 minutes go by, after I see the mom keep calling, then I pick up the phone and I call the mom and say, hey, have you heard from Nolan? Have he talked to you? That's playing games. You're playing in somebody's face. Mind you, remember, Warren was drunk that day. Hello, drunk as a skunk, baby. You know she was calling for Nolan. Why you ain't just pick up his damn phone and say, hey, I have his phone? Because you knew what you did. That's why.
Because at that point, you're telling me, this is coming from Warren, don't worry about it. We're going to find him. It's going to be okay. Don't tell me not to worry. This is my child, my flesh and blood that I brought into this world. And you're telling me not to worry. Absolutely not. He leaves that day with, he drives his car.
Your little young ass gonna tell me you got my son's phone. Then your little young ass gonna sit up there and call me, ask me, have I seen him? You got his phone, and you gonna tell me not to worry? And you don't even got no kids? You's a little, oh my God.
But we're right now where we have two parents, lovely parents, I've gotten to know them, that really don't have an answer to the question. Is it a civil rights violation or not? And we do not know. How do you trust the words of people that say immediately there was no foul play when you haven't even investigated whether it was foul play? How do you trust people that come back from something that happened and never really give you a straight story of what happened, including you have the keys to the car. So when you have more questions than answers, you have to have people that will drive the answers out, and that's what we do. And that's why I've been involved, and that's why we stay involved. And it gets worse and worse and worse. The parent of one of the boys threatening to sue us for asking a question. Imagine that now. Some of y'all call it, what do you feel about parents? One of the boys said he's going to sue you and Ben Crumb. Sue us for what? For saying what happened? So we've gone back that far. And that is why we're going to stand with these parents, because usually, you know, I come from Brooklyn, New York. I was born and raised there. I don't come from the South. But my mother used to bring me down south to my grandmother in Dothan, Alabama. And Congresswoman, my grandmother told me, you see that pen over there? I said, yes. She said, that's a pen of hogs and pigs. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, always know something. If you take a brick and you throw it in that pile, the hog that hollers is the hog you hit. There's too much hollering going on in Mississippi.
Talk to him out!
I can't figure out which one we hit, but we hit some. Because now they talking about lawsuits, they threatening threatening a mother of a child.
They screaming too much. All the content creators do not stop reporting on this. We
That's
can't
right.
quite find out where it is, but we hitting somebody. When we throw that brick, he said, my grandmother told me if I throw that brick, the pig that yells the loudest, that's the one I hit. He said, we hitting somebody. We hitting them. Cannot stop reporting on this. We are hitting somebody. We just don't know who it is because it's a lot of screaming going on in Mississippi. For them to be innocent, they doing way too much screaming. How you going to sit up there and call Miss Christine Wansley? Have you heard from no? You got his phone.
That's
and
right.
You on a podcast. You doing donations from the gifts and go. Bruh, it's too much screaming out there. You got Trump lawyers.
Yes, they making money off of Nolan death. If they had any sense of integrity, they'd be like, no, I don't want no money. We got money. This is not about money at all. But they doing this. And remember, people, the white supremacy got they back. The white supremacy got they back, baby.
Shit, it's too much screaming. We done hit somebody, y'all.
That, I can tell you, look at those photos. Nolan Wells is not on that boat.
The photos to me are very convincing. Let's see the photo they're talking about again.
Yes, I'm glad we agree about that.
Do I know what time that was or what day that was? Is there a timestamp? Look,
Yeah,
I'm
right
not
before.
saying either of you are lying. I'm saying this is how I would test evidence in court. I mean, I take everything with a box of salt. When was that taken? Where was it taken? What time was it taken?
Yeah.
I'm curious. Is it timestamped?
And Nancy,
Well,
you've been trying this case for over 30 days. The facts are the facts are the facts.
Just answer the question.
Answer the question. What all that bullshit?
She asked you a straight up question. Do you have the timestamps? You cannot sit up there and say something is facts if you don't have the timestamps. They're totally avoiding the question. And I want y'all to see something somebody pointed out. Look how they got the prompts and the promotional hats that say call cops in the background. Y'all see that?
These boys had nothing to do with the death of Nolan Wells.
That wasn't a question.
Okay,
Listen,
when was
we
the
don't-
timestamp on that video?
Nancy, I'm going to answer it this way.
Yes.
We don't think that you're accusing us of lying. We don't feel that way. We're just simply saying
They are bullshitting around. Anybody with common sense knows they're bull crapping around. These are not honest guys. These are not honest guys. And I'm not shocked that they are representing the white boys because they're not honest guys. And they all in this shit together. And this is all mega white supremacy, all written on this. Okay? Yes, 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 yes. It don't take all this to answer a straight up question. They don't know. And that short picture don't prove shit. It don't prove nothing at all. It does not prove nothing, baby. It's blurry. It looked like they took a photo inside of a Ziploc bag. It's not clear at all. It looks staged for an alibi because they already probably transferred the body to a different boat. It was 3 or 4 different boats. Are all 3 or 4 different boats accounted for? We haven't even looked at the Triton. The police haven't even looked at the Triton because they're not working on this like it's a murder investigation. So they're not even working. They're trying to find answers. This is bull crap.
Yes. And it's okay. You're asking legitimate investigative questions. And we don't fault you for that. But here's what we're saying. It's been over 30 days. There has never been one shred, one iota, one piece, nothing. There is no evidence that ties Warren, Morgan, or Jax to any crime because
Warren has the phone. Warren has the phone.
They did not commit a crime. They had nothing whatsoever to do. Right.
And
there's
again,
nothing.
was timestamp on that video.
But that's not our burden. See, that's the problem. You're putting this burden on us. All right. There's never been one piece of evidence.
You did that to yourself, Paul, when you said, here's the boat that day and he's not on it. That may very well be true. That may be absolutely true. And I'm saying, when was the video taken?
Well, no, I'm telling you.
Around 4:30, July 4th.
Yeah. And I'm telling you another thing, Nancy. We have multiple witnesses, and we're going to protect their names on the air here. We're not going to air out 5 lists of witnesses. We are. We're going to protect them. So I want to emphasize that as well. The witnesses that we're talking about, we're not going to do that to them. We're not going to name them here on the air. We're not doing that.
I'm not asking you to.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you are.
I'm asking you again when the timestamp is on that video, but if you don't know, I'm not saying that that's wrong or right.
Well,
I'm saying I want to know to corroborate that video.
I understand that, but that's not a relevant question for your present guest since we didn't make the video. But I can tell you this.
Okay, well, you showed me the video, and that's why I'm asking. Okay, let me ask you something else.
Yeah, but you representing the damn video, the video or the photo like it's yours. Like, that's your shit. So you should know the background of the photo.
Warren, Jax, and Morgan, y'all in danger, girl. Because why would your lawyers go on Nancy Grace and say this?
You think these are actions of 3 boys who, 1, keep their story straight, 2, don't snitch on each other, and 3, have made and had to have made to defend themselves?
Y'all heard him say,
don't snitch on each other.
Your story straight and not snitching in a case like this. Y'all need some new lawyers ASAP.
Look, that's the end of the video. Y'all get in the comment section.
Ooh, he did that. Big Chris did that. Big Chris did that. Shout out to him, honey. Well, honey, do y'all like me doing reaction videos more often? Press 2 if you want more reaction videos. This is a reaction video, and I will see you guys on the next video, which is tomorrow. Make sure y'all have subscribed here, and I'm out.